All right, y'all. We back. Fun stuff going on this week. It's your boy G, along with Alec, and our guest, our Boston expert Matt, joining us again for the episode of 1600. Thank you everybody for tapping back in. Make sure you following us on LA Sports Report. Like great stuff coming to you guys each week on that page. Definitely appreciate you guys for the love you guys show over there each week as things go on. So good things going on here. We're live here. Appreciate everybody that taps into it. And we were going to jump into the play-in first and what's going on here because that's the breaking news. But we got into a little debate before the show. I wanted to just get out the way just real quick. Come, let's talk about it.
Oh my God.
Okay. Come on.
The pineapple on pizza is trash still. We're still doing this in 2024.
Yes. It never was good.
It's always been good to me. I don't know where you've been at, where it's been bad. You probably have the bad version with the big chunky ass pineapples on there that ain't no good, but when it's done right, it's
that don't even look good. Come on.
When it's big like that, that's the point I just made.
Okay.
Big pineapples, they overdo it. Yes, it can be bad, but when it's done properly, it can be top tier. And it works for me every time. So
he tried to get the angle right on this picture.
Matt, real quick. Pineapple on pizza. Can you be the tiebreaker on that?
That's neutral.
Yeah, I honestly can't be. Alec knows this. I've been I feel like the one person I've really known that is just like, yeah, it's good. I mean, it's like that one looks good, but the first one I'm also like, yeah, I get why people hate on it because you bite into it expecting a pizza and you got a juice box. So.
God, whatever. y'all neutral or split on that. Something that we all are somewhat in agreement on for sure is the Lakers' success this season. I'm looking forward to what's going to be going on with them in the playoffs. Excited for what's going to be going on in the play-in tournament within the next couple of days. By the time you guys tune in, we should be leading up to it on Tuesday night, which I believe will be happening. So very excited for that. We are locked in at the 8th seed, which is a very successful season for us based on how low the Lakers had been for most of the season. So to get up to the 8 after us sitting at 9 and 10 for as long as we were, we'll take it and make the most of it. Alec, you're kind of shaking your head and looking around and all of that. about the Lakers getting the 8th seed and only having to play one game potentially versus the Pelicans on Tuesday to get locked in for the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would sum it up as a successful season.
A successful finish in comparison to where we were most of the year, is what I was trying to say.
We jumped from the 10 to the 9
sure,
to the 8. We'll take that, I guess, not having to win 2 games to get into the playoffs, only needing one. But yeah, I mean, this Lakers season, like we talked about last week, had its highs and its lows. You had the in-season tournament, which feels like a year ago at this point now, and very inconsequential to what we're playing for now at this point of the season. So I'm hopeful that they can rise to the occasion, but I am a little bit concerned. Obviously, we got Denver sitting at that 2 spot, and we got AD going out of the game with the back injury in this last game of the season. So it's not the greatest, or not the most optimistic I'm looking at this Lakers team right now, but we'll see.
Matt, I know you're on the opposite side, being a Boston fan, but any thoughts watching the Lakers from afar and the success they've had this season, or lack thereof, as they now sitting at the 8th spot to end the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, I was licking my chops when you called the 8th seed a success.
I saw you. I was trying to look away.
No, in the context of this season, I do understand that getting here was somewhat of a success, so I will give you that. But I mean, I guess it's less of a take, but more of a question for maybe the two of you. What is different this year, aside from maybe AD's back injury, because that speaks for itself, but what's different between this and last year? Because they did just make a run from the play-in. So I was actually kind of curious to hear you be a bit more pessimistic, Alec.
A bit more pessimistic. Yeah, I mean, what's different from last season? I mean, there are kind of some similarities. They have had a pretty nice stretch, to end the year. Like they did last year, post trade deadline. Once they made the Russ trade and brought in what'd you say, G?
I said what up, Goof, real quick. That's all. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So there's some similarities there to where they kind of ticked it up a notch to end the year. But I think the difference this year too was health-wise, they haven't fully been there, and granted, it hasn't been to the stars. AD's probably been the healthiest he's been in years. He played 75 games this season, so can't discredit him too much for that. But some of the role players, Vanderbilt, I still don't think he's going to be healthy for first round of the playoffs. Vincent's been out. Kendrick Nunn 2.0 has been out most of the year. And so guys kind of shuffling in and out of the lineup. Darvin Ham, as a result of it, not really being able to figure out the mix of rotation for this team. And then something we talked about just in the offseason before the season even got going was that we felt like there wasn't really a solidified third guy. Like we have guys that can slot into that role between D'Lo and Reeves and Rui on any given night, but not a guy that you can count on scoring 20 each night. It's like it's one of those guys. So I think that there is like kind of why this team doesn't give me as much confidence as say last year's team did, where they were like really rolling, like coming into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's different this year because last year was caught us by surprise when we flipped the switch and made the run that we did. This year, it's like now it feels like we're all just waiting for it when it shouldn't be the case. And what we've done as a result of that has led to a lot of nights of bad basketball. So yeah, it technically is the same, but knowing that we expect the same result, it kind of makes it a little bit more, I guess, tense fan wise, because it's like that switch isn't easy just to flip on as they think it is. So we'll see how they go about it. But yeah, definitely hoping we have a similar result as we did last year and hopefully higher as we go on with things. So yeah, definitely a good question there, and we'll see how things play out. To that point about just this season and in comparison to last year, we saw last year that we ran into not a super team, but a behemoth and Jokic and during his peak. And they end up facing him again this year. Should the Lakers position themselves potentially to avoid the Nuggets early on in the playoffs, or should they just go ahead and face them head on early on if that's how things line up, Alec?
9 times out of 10, I say don't tempt the basketball gods. Like you play it through. But this is the one team we do not want to see like at all. Like the worst possible matchup is the one that we probably will get. I think they will beat the Pelicans in this first game, as they just did today by 20 plus or whatever it was. So, I mean, AD said, I think post game that he's going to be all right. He's going to play. So there's really no excuse for them to lose this game. But if I was in that organization, I would definitely be thinking about like taking it a little bit off the gas against the Pels in that game, because
sure.
A matchup with Denver, maybe it's not a sweep again, but gentleman sweep, like at best. We haven't. I can't remember the last time we beat them. I think it's been like 8 straight games we've lost against them, going back to last season and including this regular season. So, yeah, I might tempt the basketball gods this time if I'm the Lakers.
We got comments that we beat the Pelicans in the play-in. The first match is going to be rough. Yeah, we end up playing the Nuggets. Definitely be a fun one. But yeah, I think as you said, I think it'd be good to, as he also followed up with saying, take our chances against OKC, who's a younger squad, a little bit more inexperienced right now, and we've shown ourselves to be capable of beating. So, yeah, I agree with you there, and think that if we can find a way to manipulate some things, jokingly we saw today with Boban for the Rockets against the Clippers, where they had to, if you miss 2 free throws, you get the crowd gets free wings or whatever it was, and he got to the line and he was like, I got y'all, don't worry. And he missed the 2 free throws for the crowd. I think if we get into a spot where somebody's got to miss a free throw to win the game, go ahead and take it for the team, and knowing that we might end up having a third result.
Shameless behavior, but I mean, hey,
I do what you gotta do. Hey, as a fan, I'm just being honest here. So, yeah,
that's getting close to a Jonte Porter situation.
Carefully. But no, for real though, I do think that we shouldn't be in a rush. As we talked about before, Alec, we shouldn't be in a rush to play the Nuggets. There are some folks like, let's just get out the way. And
we want Denver. No, we don't. No, we do not want Denver.
We're all good. We'll see y'all when we have to. But if we can avoid that, we'll play everybody else and work our way back as need be. So yeah, interesting to see how it plays out. I do think we survived the play-in for sure, though. So wherever that lends us playing, I'll take it, and we'll address things further as it goes on. Matt, you're on the opposite side. Celtics fan. We'll address that more in a moment. But who you view as more of a threat on the West right now, the Nuggets or the Thunder?
Definitely the Nuggets, just because they've done it before. Like even I even just as a basketball fan, like I'd rather see the Lakers play the Thunder in the first round just because I think that's a fun matchup. Like
It is.
I just want to see some games of that. Especially in, like that intense environment, like Shea in a playoff game in LA, I feel like he could do something special.
Yep.
But then also like I think that's much more of a winnable series for the Lakers than the Nuggets is. So I want to see that. In terms of who I'm scared of out of the West, it's Denver, and then they're like kind of miles out of the field just because we've seen them do it before. So
Yeah.
like there were times in that last Denver Celtics game where it was like, oh yeah, it looks like Jokic makes a mistake, and then it's just, oh, that's an alley oop to Aaron Gordon, and then
Right.
like they just look pretty unstoppable in a lot of ways. So I mean, I'm hoping for a Denver Celtics finals. Like that would be the ideal finish for me. So I think it's them versus the field, but OKC is tough for sure.
Yeah, would be ideal, but ideal doesn't always play out in the playoffs. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll talk more about the Celtics in a moment, but definitely we'll continue to monitor how this thing goes. And yeah, excited for all that's on the way. Anything else, Alex, you want to address about the Lakers right now? We have talked about the game, I believe, with the Pelicans coming up. Anything beyond that you want to address before we move on?
Well, real quick, just with Matt touching on the Thunder, I think you can't look past them either at all. Like they're the 1 seed for a reason. They played really like surprisingly really elite level of basketball this year, and have a young core that's seems to be ready for the moment, and has a chance to prove it now with that 1 seed. And I think even if it is a Lakers team that kind of is a bad matchup for them, still like you have to give them their credit. I mean, because they've put together, what is it, close to 60 wins this season with average age I think under 24.
Thunder.
Yeah, talk about the Thunder. So
right now.
I mean, Sam Presti saw the vision and hoarding those picks and bringing in those young talented guys and hit on most of them. And between J Dub and Chet and Josh Giddey, as we now call him, and and Shea, of course, at the top. They're a formidable opponent in themselves too. So the Lakers couldn't look past them either if we did have to play them.
Right, very respectable all across the board. It was also asked who you think has the easiest path to the conference finals in the West, and the response already was nobody is the West. I had the same thought. Just with how tough the West is, there isn't really an easy route for anybody here. Technically, the Thunder may have it, depending on who the 8th seed ends up being, if it's the Pelicans or one of the Kings or the Warriors. But even them against being the Thunder, being as young as they are, could get upset there because of their youth right now. So yeah, I don't think there's really an easy path for anybody right now. To make the West real fun. The East is a whole other conversation, but yeah, definitely gonna be a fun to watch, and in the West for sure. And we'll have more comments about it as we get closer to it. So yeah, definitely a lot to pay attention to here. Good stuff on the way. I guess as we close, I'll just reiterate, we have our Pelicans Lakers matchup coming up on Tuesday, Alec. We're putting Lakers to win the game, but any further prediction beyond that you want to make about the game? Anybody you want to see really make an impact, or you want to leave it at that?
I think the Pelicans probably put forth a better effort than they did today. I was a little bit shocked with how. What did you say?
I said I hope so.
Yeah, I know. I was a bit shocked with how the Lakers kind of dominated them pretty much from start to finish, like in this matchup. And because they've been playing really good basketball. I know Bi's been out for a bit, and so like he's finding his rhythm a little bit. But yeah, I mean this team led by Zion and McCollum has been playing really well. So I was a bit shocked by that. It is a tough matchup, of course. Like for most teams, it's a tough matchup against Anthony Davis. And then of course LeBron still at the ripe age of 39 is still a tough matchup, even for a guy like Herb Jones, who's an elite defender in his own right. So I do still see the Lakers winning this matchup, but I would hope it's going to be closer. Like you said, you hope, because we did kind of beat them down in the in-season tournament as well too. So we'll see, but I do think the Lakers come out on top.
If you can put a number on it, 1 to 10, how confident are you that we get the job done?
I guess it depends if we're tempting fate. It depends if they're taking it a little off the gas and want to try to play for that Thunder matchup. But I'm gonna say I'm pretty confident that they will try to play it out because this is LeBron. So I'm gonna say probably like an 8.
8 or 9. All right. Well, we'll see about that. Hopefully, Pelicans didn't dupe us for a game and play bad. Just turn up next game when it really counts. So we'll see about it. But I agree with you that I mean I really like an 8 or 9 and believe that our guys will get the job, step up as we need to get the job done on Tuesday night. So fun stuff there. We'll see if we can possibly come back for a reaction after the game, but we'll sure within the week have some talks about that further once the game plays out. So good stuff there. Excited for things on the way for the Lakers. Going to the flip side before I'll get again, like we said, we'll address Matt and his Celtics in a moment, but we'll just get the crypto squad real quick. Going to the Clippers, what's going on with them? I just wanted to address their matchup. They are now locked at the 4th seed to go up against the Mavericks here. How y'all feeling about this? As this is now locked in, any chance that the Mavericks upset the Clippers in this matchup? Matt, I'll go to you first. I had you kind of sitting there for a moment. How you feel about the Clippers versus Mavericks in this series?
I mean, I like the Mavericks. I'm just kind of as a policy not going to trust James Harden.
Fair.
Period.
Fair.
I've seen enough. It's fine. I'm going to go Mavericks. And if they get past this one, they're not getting past the next one.
Got it. Alec, how you feel?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like each time we've talked about the Clippers and then this specific matchup with Dallas, like my confidence level on a scale of 1 to 10 has gotten one less. Like started at like 8, 7, 6.
I'm in the basement.
It's a combination of like the Clippers not playing their best basketball to end the season, and then the Dallas Mavericks kind of playing their best basketball to end the season. So, I do think it's going to be a very close one, and we've seen what Luka's been able to do to the Clippers in previous playoff matchups.
A few times.
I give the slightest edge to the Clippers with the healthy Kawhi, but that's still in question. So, if Kawhi is not healthy for like game 1 of this series, like it gets a little hairy because, as Matt mentioned, James Harden is not dependable in the playoffs. We've seen it on multiple teams time and time again. So 6 out of 10 confidence level. If Kawhi is healthy, if he's not, oh boy, the Clippers pack might be going up once again.
Got it. Hoping not. I know it is fun for us at times as Lakers guys, but I've watched them and covered them more this year and want to see them have some success. I would like to see them get past this Maverick squad. As we talked about, Luka does have that number a bit, so getting that job done would be a big step for them. As we saw them as a team that potentially had championship level potential at one point during the year. So I'm rolling with the Clippers in this one. Hopefully, playoff P actually shows up and not Waldo in this.
Where's Paul?
We get some and all of that, and we'll have more coverage post play-in. But for right now, still gonna roll with the Clippers, though they are struggling to find their way compared to the Mavs, who are starting to roll. Both just saying with how the Clippers
Mavs, all right, relax.
Excuse me.
They're not sweeping them.
We can't go that far. I guys for sure are gonna get a few, but I hear what y'all are saying though. And the Mavs really look like a real threat in the West this year. So to both these squads, we'll have more coverage post play in once we get really rolling for the playoffs and all of that. But for now, we'll leave it there. Going to the other side we've been wanting to get to, talking about Matt and his squad. Looking at the Celtics and what's going on with them. It's been interesting with them because as good as they are, as good as they've been all season long, definitely respect to them for what they were doing. But it seemed like at the end of the year, they almost started to chill too hard to the point that it's like, are they going to have the momentum still built up to make the run in the playoffs that we all see them to make? And me and Alec have been poking at Matt about this for some time. Matt, now that you're here to defend yourself, tell us why the Celtics, even though they've been chilling for the last month or so, will still be ready to go to make a championship run that they have been poised to make all year long.
Yeah, I mean, the easy answer is, the reason they were able to build up such a lead in the first place is the East is not that good.
Sure.
Like the Heat have some history with us, so if they end up the matchup, sure. I mean, and if they get the matchup, the thing with that one is Celtics fans after that first loss, it's gonna get bad. That's gonna activate all the PTSD and all. It's gonna get ugly. But I'm not too worried about their chances coming out of the East. I mean, I would have preferred for them to, I don't know, play some guys the last couple of games, maybe give the 43-year play-by-play guy some good basketball on his way out. Shout out to Mike Gorman. But I think it should be easy. With that being said, because of how poorly or whatever, they're playing, coasting at the end of the season. I do think it's, especially that first series, whether it's, like the Heat or maybe the Sixers, it probably will go to like 6 or 7 games just to get themselves into shape. But that was literally what they did in 2008. So I'm not going to sweat it.
Alec, you want to go first?
That first Jason Tatum 7 for 22 game gonna hit like crack in the 80s.
Yeah. Oh, it will. It's coming.
I think
game 2.
Yeah. I mean, the Celtics obviously, like, they've been the favorite in the East since before the season started. Even like, I think with the Bucks getting Dame, there was obviously a lot of hype there around them, but
until they got Doc.
Until they got Doc, yeah. I know they were playing pretty decent basketball until they got Doc, who now they've been below 500. But that's a whole other story. But the Celtics, they're starting 5, and I'd say probably 6 deep are really, really great. Have great chemistry. Really. Just play really well together. Like, they complement each other's games really well now too.
Yeah.
So I think they are gonna be the team to beat in the East. I would struggle to call it an easy path though, just because, one, like you said, you have history with the Heat, so they make it tough even when they shouldn't. I think Philly, you probably wouldn't be afraid of at all because you guys have handled them multiple times. But you will still have to beat Embiid a couple times.
Embiid will drop 50 a couple times.
Yeah, so like they probably win a couple games. Like, they make it a longer series, but you probably still beat them. So I think the issue is that, like, you probably do win these matchups, but they're long series too, which kind of drains you throughout that course of the playoffs. So come Eastern Conference Finals, you probably make it out. But I think if you have to match up with Denver in the finals after going through a bunch of 6 and 7 game series, it's going to be rough.
Yeah. In a serious setting, I agree with what Alex said. I know I've made plenty of my jokes about and all of that, but y'all are in a great position right now, and definitely can continue to build in the right way. It will be funny to see how y'all do against playoff Jimmy and all of that. And we're very excited for that matchup, and hopefully this is a long one for everybody's sake. But I do think y'all put the pieces together to at least in the East handle all of that smoothly. Excuse me.
That picture of Jimmy always cracks me up.
Yeah, real quick though, the point that Alec brought up about like losing energy on that path to, like, even if I want to be like my most homer self and say, oh yeah, it's an easy path, like, through, let's put them in the, in the finals. Even if they played like 6 or 7 games a series, like, that's going to add up, and they need that energy for Denver. So yeah, like it's, they should handle business, and I was hoping that they would get themselves back into gear by the end of this, but they kind of just like pulled the starters the last 2 games, and all right, go on a quick vacation. We'll be here after the play-in. So,
excuse me. You good? First off, I definitely agree with all that stuff you said there, and so we'll see how that plays out for you guys. There was news recently about Drew Holiday getting an extension. Do you think that was a good idea to extend Drew, or do you think they kind of jumped the gun with pulling that trigger because of how good they're playing this season?
No, I think it was the right idea. Everything from the team that they've been talking about, Drew has been like a key part of this with everything. And he had this kind of weird, and like he had a weird thing where I think it was an opt-in for him at the end of the season. So like he could have been a free agent to test the market, but instead of doing that, they're like, it pretty much just like extended him. I think it was even the exact same contract or something very similar to what he had previously signed. So it's like basically the same money. Obviously, if you want to go like really into it, it might not age well, but for what he's done with this team, I think it was a very smart move to not let him hit that open market.
Yeah, salute to the LA legend. It hurts to see him in Boston Green, but guys can get his money, continuing to play well. So it is what it is. Any comment from you, Alec, about that?
No, I mean, I think the money surprised me a little bit. I thought he'd probably be more like in the high 20s or something like that, where I think he's closer to like 35, right? A year.
Yeah.
But I think it's well deserved. Like, we've talked about him being one of the most underrated players in the league for years now, and I think he's probably closer to properly rated at this point. I think people understand what he brings, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and he was kind of potentially the missing piece, like, for the Celtics team if they are able to finally get it over the hump too. So Yeah, I think it was definitely well deserved for him to get that extension for Boston.
Cool. So yeah. Just good stuff just for him. Again, so to LA Legends, as I pointed out, does that make does that put how do we do with Derek White now because of that? He's still able to
I'm
get
curious.
because of that.
That's the part I don't know, and I don't. I think there's with the new CBA, the cap might go up and all that, but so I think it's something where people can't really predict how it's going to age. But I know Derek has at least one more year in his contract, so. I mean, when I saw the Drew deal, I was like, if we can do something similar with Derek next season, then I'm for this. But I'd prefer not to lose him either because he's looking like a lot of teams might want to pay him if he does hit that open market.
Yeah, he's gonna show gonna get paid.
G wanted to throw some hate out there. Let the hate fly, man.
I'm trying to be professional right now. I'm trying to
hate until Sacramento gives him like 4 for 120.
hey, all love. all love to Derek White and all those guys. Hope they all get their money as they deserve. And again, we'll have more conversations as Matt rejoins at times throughout the offseason or just throughout the playoffs and all that too for more with all those guys. So yeah, just pay attention to. Yeah, go ahead, Alec, please.
Listen, before you fully transition, I didn't realize we had Bradley Beal in the chat. But you said the Suns are coming out of the West. I don't think so, brother. Like they might be losing first round to Minnesota, for being honest. So the way they've been playing in their fourth quarters, I do not trust the Phoenix Suns at all. Like clearly they have 3 high-powered offensive talents, but their games are a little repetitive. Where I said like Boston, their games complement each other pretty well. Like they kind of have guys that do the same thing in terms of creating their own shot off the dribble. Whereas they could really benefit from having a natural point guard probably in the room there, like a CP3 of sorts in Phoenix. But
that's the last name I expected from you.
I don't see them coming out of the West, unfortunately.
Yeah, bro. I hate to break the news to you, but I don't think it's gonna work out. Hey, brother, let's have a talk. I don't think the Suns are going to be the ones, as much as they were positioned early on in the season when they got Bradley Beal and all those guys to beat potentially a top tier team. They have not quite panned out. They do have some elite talent in regards to KD, Book, and Bradley Beal, but the rest of the squad is not put together quite as need be. So yeah, we'll see how they even fare in the first round versus the Timberwolves. They can even survive that, and then we'll have more of a conversation. But guys, one step at a time, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
If this happens, though, Champy's going to be back.
Champy's keeping receipts for sure.
Yeah.
But we talked about the difficulty of the West, and Matt, you talked about the first rounds in regards to the Sixers and the Heat. Beyond them, who you see as a real threat to you guys in the East? Do you see anybody as a real threat to y'all in the East, or you think survive Sixers, Heat, and you guys are smooth sailing?
I mean, just based on the regular season I've seen, I feel like I can't. Like they are so far ahead of the rest of the East that I mean, I feel like I can't see them as like a threat. I mean, they could beat us. Like it's a 7-game series. It's playoff basketball.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend like I'm not going to hypothetically put them in the finals like I did 15 minutes ago or whatever. So like they could for sure beat us, but no, I'm not like going to lose sleep over anyone until Denver.
No, I'm saying in the East. Who you view as a real threat in the East?
Oh, I mean, I just don't see anyone as a threat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was his answer. Yeah.
Like sure, someone could win, but like
that's that thing. So
we finished like 13 games up on everyone else. Yep. I'm not gonna call any of that. Right?
You got it. All right. So we'll see how it plays out. Quick question. Anything gonna upset the Bucks?
That'll be a fun watch for sure.
I don't believe so. Like they had their number early in the year. Obviously, they beat them in the in-season tournament a couple times, and they had that whole thing with Giannis not getting the game ball after his historic performance against them. So they have a little bit of animosity there too. So it'll be good for narratives. But I don't think they're beating this Bucks team in the first round. Like the Bucks have their issues, of course, defensively on the perimeter. And then just, of course, head coached by Doc Rivers is an Achilles heel in itself. But I don't think they're going to lose in the first round to Indiana team that's not really like defensive stalwarts in their own right. Like I think they can put up on them as well too. So No. My answer is no.
Got it. So yeah,
Should they
fun to
have
look forward
Giannis?
to in the playoffs.
Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead, Matt.
You say that?
Should they have Oscar Tshiebwe take the first jump ball with Giannis and then just steal it from him again?
Was that the guy who had his first points or whatever?
Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
They should.
So, yeah. Plenty of fun stuff to look forward to. We'll have more in-depth talk post play-in once all these positions are locked in, and we'll have official predictions and all of that, and we'll go round by round with it all as it goes along. But for now, while the play-in still is yet to get to go, the regular season now has ended, so we can now from here at least give our award predictions and talk about how things we think will play out for the awards as they go on. Also, a quick note: we got another question. Who do we think is the surprise team in the playoffs that can make a run? And we'll go to that before we go to our awards. Alec, I'll go to you. Who do you think is the surprise team in the playoffs?
That is a good question. In terms of surprise team, so I guess you would have to pick someone that's like 5 or lower, right?
It doesn't have to be. I mean, the Thunder are young. We always say the Thunder are get upset. So if the Thunder make the real run, people don't actually fully believe they will. Thunder could be it or anybody. So however you want to paint the narrative.
It might be tough with how it matches up, but I do really like Minnesota, so I could see them at least making the Western Conference Finals.
I like they're the best matchup for Denver in my opinion, just with the size that they have with Cat back too. Between Cat, Nas, and future Defensive Player of the Year 3 times or 4 times, Rudy Gobert. In terms of surprise teams, I mean, I don't know if they can make a deep run, but as far as a surprise team, maybe the Magic. Like they've played really good basketball, and I don't think like the Cavaliers are the worst matchup for them in round 1. Of course, like round 2, would they have to play Boston round 2? Is that how that would play out?
I forget if it reseeds like that.
Potentially.
Probably if they're the lowest seed.
In order to make a run in the East, like you probably have to avoid Boston if you're like one of those lower seeded teams. But I could see the Magic like winning that first round matchup at least. I think, of course, we talk about the Lakers, and that's kind of a homer pick. But I think the Lakers, with the top heaviness of LeBron and AD, like still can make a run. It's just a matter of avoiding Denver, honestly, in my opinion. Beyond that, the Sixers, if they get a matchup like with the Knicks in that first round, I think they can beat the Knicks in a 7-game series, and I think they can make a run if Embiid is healthy. Like he was playing like the MVP when he was healthy, so I could see that, and it would be kind of a surprise because they haven't made an ECF, right? With Embiid, so that would be, I guess, like the kind of sleeper surprise pick for me.
Got it. Yeah, I had similar thoughts in regards to the Magic and the Sixers as 2 squads to pay attention to. And beyond there, the Timberwolves were a squad that we've all been paying attention to, and see they have all the pieces there, and we'll see if they actually execute this postseason as folks believe they may. So
I'll add one question just on top of that. Do you guys see any 9 or 10 seed currently getting into the playoffs?
I would love to say the Kings. I would love to.
No. But be for real though.
What I was gonna say is, part of me wants to say the Warriors. I mean, they do have the best player of any of those 4 play-in teams, I would say. So, like, if Draymond cannot get ejected for a couple games, they can win a couple games.
That's a big ass
challenge. Impossible. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know. Hey, he's going through a lot right now. Okay, but.
It's tough for me to see. I definitely can't see the Hawks doing it. The Bulls have like kind of been playing decent basketball quietly. It's tough for me to see them beating either the Sixers or the Heat. But
that would have to be like DeMar scores 45.
And Kobe White chips in 25 as well too. But yeah, I think I would agree. Warriors probably kind of a last hurrah there, because I don't think they have championship DNA at this point anymore. So
it's like Steph Curry dragging his barking dog.
But yeah, a lot of good questions there. Definitely appreciate that. But going back to where I was talking about before the question came up, going to the awards I want to get to. A lot of fun award races going on this year. Most notably for a lot of folks is MVP. We have a three-headed race with Shea and Jokic and Luka here being the ones who are most in consideration. Where y'all lean with that? With now the regular season being over, Matt, go to you first. Who you have as the MVP?
Yeah, Jokic. It's a boring answer, but I mean, he's the best player of the three. I hope, I think Shea and Luka both have a
Case.
case. They have a case, and I think they'll hopefully have good enough. They're young enough where I think they'll be back in this picture. In future seasons. But it's Jokic. I feel like given either Shea or Luka, I feel like would be more of a case of voter fatigue with Jokic rather than like them actually proving it.
Yeah, Luka might be. Oh, you want to go?
No, I was passing you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Luka might end up being like the runner-up, most times runner-up MVP of all time.
Yeah.
Once his career is said and done, because it's constantly he's in the MVP discussion, but doesn't quite get to the top. And when you have a guy like Jokic, who is a generational talent at the center position in terms of what he's able to do, like it's gonna be hard to eclipse that. Like it took Embiid like playing it out of his mind and kind of having to petition for it as well too, to get the win over Jokic. So I think it's going to be hard as long as you have a guy like Jokic there who is also getting his team to the number 1 seed or number 2 seed. I think if Luka was the 1 or 2 seed, like you could definitely argue for giving it to him this year. Like he's played exceptional, especially down the stretch. And of course, like Shea has been in the discussion since the beginning of the season. He's been extremely consistent with it too. It's just, unfortunately, Jokic has been maybe just slightly better this year. And he's probably doing it with a little bit less, although they're a well-oiled machine and they've won a title now. So it's kind of hard to discredit any of the guys around him. But I do think like the young talent around Shea too does carry like their own weight between J-Dub and Chet and them. So I think it's got to be Jokic though.
Jokic gets it. Also, I'll say back to Luka that I joked about before the season that he missed his window for MVP already because you got Shea coming, you got Ant coming, you got Wemby on the way, all these folks on the rise. Jason Tatum's still there. At some point, he's gonna get further in the conversation. All that kind of stuff.
No, all you had to say was Wemby, and I'm like, no, Tatum's
Tatum's never.
I don't know when Luka gets his MVP in the near future with all these guys on the rise as they are. So he's gonna have to win and be a top team as we see Shea making an argument because he's the 1 seed being. But reality is right now, Jokic still clearly is the best of the best right now. So Jokic gets it because of his performance. Numbers wise, it might actually be Shea because he has put up a lot of great games himself. But I think Jokic clearly is the guy here that gets it for was it his fourth time?
Third time.
Where does that put him amongst big men? He has to be top 10 at this point for sure. So we'll have that conversation more. We'll have that conversation for sure once it's locked in. But good stuff with that one. Any dispute? I think we kind of agree with Jokic. Any other addition you want to make to that? Are we good?
Any case for Jason Tatum, man?
I mean, I was gonna say Derek White, but
okay.
Going off weird. Might have been a chance for her, actually not. But Depoy is what I was gonna go to next. But it's another fun racer over here as well.
He would have a case.
Who's in the mix? Wemby's in the mix for this one as well. How amazing he was defensively this year. Bam is in the mix as well for it. Where you guys looking for defensive player of the year?
I think when I looked at the odds, Derek White was maybe in the top 5 for defensive player of the year. I might be misremembering, but I feel like I saw his name when I looked at it quickly. I think it's kind of sucks. I think Wemby as a rookie is probably not going to get it, and just that the Spurs have been so horrible as a team.
Right.
It's kind of hard to give a guy defensive player of the year that on a team that's won in the teens of games out of 82. So it's tough to do that. But he's been a generational talent on that end. Like guys, I think I saw a clip of this last week of the season where they had a 3-on-1 with Wemby back on defense and they weren't able to score.
They didn't get a shot up. They passed, and they just waited. They're like, yeah, we're not doing this.
Yeah, that's a generational defender where you're changing guys' thoughts of even going at the rim just by your presence. But I think sadly, Rudy Gobert has to get it again this year. In previous years, I didn't feel like he was deserving, but he has been the anchor of this Minnesota team that's been the best defense in the league pretty much all season. They've been suffocating for all year, and I think he is a major reason why at that rim spot where he's deflecting shots, he's challenging shots. He just makes it easier for guys around him who maybe aren't the strongest defenders. And yeah, I think it has to be him this year. You see AD pictured here. I feel like he gets not enough love in these Defensive Player of the Year conversations typically. I think he's in the top 5 too in terms of the odds, but I'd like to see AD get that nod one year because he kind of does everything for this Lakers team on that side of the ball. But yeah, I think sadly it's got to be Rudy once again.
Real quick, as much as you say AD deserves it, someone else is in the conversation who I've mentioned a few times now. Bam, I think, is in the same situation somewhat. And I mentioned with Luka for the MVP race, where he just missed his window, where AD pops up and then Rudy pops up, and now Wemby's on the way, where he's an all-time, or potentially all-time great. Some people view him as a defender. We saw what he did against the Celtics that one year and all of that, and you held him highly in that regard. But actually hasn't gotten the award yet in any of these races. So it is what it is. But yeah, I think Rudy yet again, what is his 5th one now, 4th one?
I think it'll be his 4th, yeah.
4th at Depoy. Yeah, he's continued to show that he can hold his own defensive end. And yeah, I think he'll get the award yet again. So
this dude's probably he's probably a lock Hall of Famer. It makes me sick.
First ballot.
It will be, especially the NBA. They're not gonna, unless they just hold him off a year just because he touched the microphones.
Yeah. I mean, I see the argument for Wemby deserving Defensive Player of the Year, but dude, like how many games did they win? Like 13, something like that.
Yeah. No, like I think especially with Depoy, like something that people forget about Rudy's from Utah is like weren't they always the 1 seed or like up there?
They were high.
That was part of it. Because like with Wemby, it's like, what are you really defending in a loss, man?
Right.
Like, did it matter? Like,
yeah.
And like especially with Wemby, like when they redesign the trophy, it's probably gonna be him on there. So I don't think he should really sweat this. Like it's gonna be him for I think years to come.
Yeah,
probably.
It's terrifying.
They got 22 wins. My apologies. 60 losses.
Respect them,
Pop's
please.
gonna knock on the door.
Brother Goof, that's Lance, right?
It's Lance.
Yeah.
Brother Goof, I ain't saying whatever. But anyway, Lance keeps on saying it's an individual award, not a team award. Does that change you guys' opinion at all?
It is an individual award, but like your individual defense like impacts like the team as a whole too. And like his individual defense was great, yes, but like the team's defense as a result wasn't great. Like it was just him. Like I feel like it has to impact winning at least on some level. Like you can't be the 14 seed and be the Defensive Player of the Year. Like
hey, they would have had 10 wins without him. Instead, they got 22. So there's your things right there.
I mean, not to go like too crazy with it, but it feels like if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, stuff like if you defend the basket well and no one's around to win the game, did it really happen?
Maybe, I guess maybe.
Was it really good defense? What were you doing it for?
We appreciate the consideration. He'll surely have many of his own to actually win in the future, but this year I think he really gets one more before he passes the baton over to him. So interesting stuff there. The next one, kind of stay with Wemby real quick. He's the clear rookie of the year, right?
Yeah. That was locked up probably like halfway through the season.
Yep.
When he started to really turn it on.
Y'all tried to argue otherwise, but
Chet tried a little bit in the first half, but he pulled away quickly.
Excuse me.
Chet would win it a lot of years. Like if you just take what he did, put him up against other rookie of the year winners, like he'd probably win it, but too bad.
Yeah. Oh well. So definitely cool stuff with that one. Going on from there, other ones of note, most improved player. I think it's between Kobe White and Tyrese Maxey right now. You have anybody else in the mix up there?
Yeah, I think Scotty is actually second in terms of where they have it projected. Kobe was very, very hot though. Like
Yep.
the back half of the season, playing really, really good basketball. Part of the reason why the Bulls are even in playing contention. But I do think it goes to Maxey, just him stepping in to Harden's role and being an all-star this year. Scotty did the same. He was a first-time all-star as well, but Maxey really, really showed out this year. So I think it's probably going to go to him.
Yeah, both these guys went from 0 to hero, so salute to them for their elevation this year. So get up
I
to
just
see.
scroll down just for that.
Yeah, I think Maxey, though he was a high draft pick and all that, I think Kobe was also. But people are saying that he's kind of just doing what he's supposed to do as a hot top pick and all of that. But Maxey definitely did elevate in noticeably this year into the all-star that he was, correct?
Yep.
So yeah, making that jump deserves some acknowledgement. And if any other year Kobe would get it because Kobe made a fantastic jump himself. Even though he was on his team that it struggled a lot because injuries and all of that. But yeah, I think Maxey gets it and it deserving of it. So yeah, I'll lean that way as well. Any other people you want to add in there? I think people were talking about Derek White for a little while, Matt, in that conversation too.
Yeah, for a minute, I think people were.
People try to give Derek White every award at some point this year. So,
I mean, I think he's nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, right?
But yeah, you consider him for the award, or who'd you have in this one as well, Matt?
I'd probably take Maxey. I mean, just stepping into Harden's role and, like you guys said, flourishing in it. Like when we play the Sixers, he can sometimes scare me as much as Joel Embiid. Just like the way he's able to, just how much faster he is than everyone is almost similar to like how much stronger Embiid feels than other people sometimes. Everyone other than Al Horford, but yeah, I would give it to Maxey for sure.
Got it. Gotcha. Yes, salute to them. We'll see if they officially get stamped that later on once the awards are officially announced. But for now, good stuff with that. Going on from there, the last one, I guess, of note is Coach of the Year. And I think we all kind of point to and acknowledge OKC's coach, Mark Denault, is like you said, correct, as the guy. Any other guys you want to mention in that race? Matt, you smiling. I'll go to you first.
I mean, for the show, the first thing I heard when I joined the call was Alex saying, "Oh yeah, he looks like one of Matt's relatives." But to be completely honest, I couldn't remember him. So yeah, I see it.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, he's probably the got to be the front runner, right? Like none of us expected them to be the 1 seed. We expected them to be a pretty fun team. Like we thought, maybe middle of the pack of the Western Conference. Like they maybe get a playoff berth, but not the 1 seed overall in a loaded West.
Right.
Jamal Mosley, I think, has got to get some love. Head coach of the Orlando Magic, because they were a bit of surprise too in the East, going up to as high as the 2 seed at some points in the season. I think finishing in the 5. Yeah, I think there. Who else? There was another one.
Matt, any love for Joe?
I mean, I think Joe.
He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, like we had the expectations. If he were to get it, I think he should have last year, just with how crazy that situation was he was brought into. But yeah, I mean, this year I think it should be Dagenhall.
Got it. No consideration for either of these two.
I mean, I would get it, like if I could just give a docu like a thank you, coach. Like I would personally like to thank him for the job he's done this year. But
oh my god,
no, he shouldn't be given an award.
Got it.
I think because of Doc, Milwaukee's social media team is going to be posting the thank you fans after the second round probably. So no, I don't think he should be in consideration. And then Darvin Ham, I'm not the biggest Darvin Ham hater, but I'm not the biggest Darvin Ham supporter either too. Like he's I said
ham neutral.
Yes, I'm ham neutral, as Matt said. I don't think he's a great coach. I don't think he's done the worst job like with this Lakers team, but it's probably a little bit in jeopardy, his job security, depending on what they do in this playoff run.
Yeah, so funny stuff there for sure. We'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, Matt.
Just in case this is the last time I get to speak on the show while Darvin Ham is the head coach. Severe, not saying your show, but just like from what I've seen from media, severe lack of ham puns. I think
Mm.
like any fans of his, like there are you could have been the Ham Hawks, the Ham Heads, like
There's not a lot of
there's
fans.
millions of names. Like it's just there should have been something.
That's fair. It's a fair point.
The only jokes I've seen are the pocket jokes, so that's all
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah.
But we do appreciate it. We'll see how this run plays out in the playoffs, and if things change this offseason, or should be back by that time to address it all as it plays out. But hey, those are the big awards I wanted to address for the moment. Definitely a lot of good stuff there. Fun stuff with Lakers and Clippers and Celtics and all of that too. Another notable topic beyond the NBA, flipping sides, WNBA draft is coming up tomorrow as well, and a lot of fun stuff to pay attention to there as well. Like we mentioned before, we already talked about how the draft kind of plays out for our LA squad here. We have 2 top picks at 2 and 4 coming up. And a lot of people have us getting Cameron Brink and Camila Cardoso with those 2. Matt, you've been following the WNBA a little bit as well. You think those are the right 2 picks for us, or that someone like Angel Reese, who people talk about, will be a better fit?
Yeah, I do think those are the right 2 picks. I think I'm starting to question as we get closer to the draft. I have a feeling Cardoso could go 3 to this guy. But if you can get both Brink and Cardoso, I think they would play off of each other very well. Like Cardoso is just a beast inside, where Brink, at least offensively, she's a great interior defender, but offensively she can shoot. So I think they would play off of each other well. And I think being able to get those 2 positions, like, well set, because they already have a lot of guards. I think they have Lexi Brown. I forget if they still have Jordan Canada or not. I think they gave her a core designation.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I think they might have. I might be remembering that wrong, though. Okay. But I remember their guard play being pretty solid last year, so I think 2 like elite bigs would be a really good draft for the Sparks.
Yeah, we talked about them before, and definitely do see both of them as nice fits. We see a lot of folks making pitches for Angel Reese. And we talked about LA being the city of Angel last episode, and thought that'd be nice to have her here. But the other options that are available, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. The other 2 options that are available, I do think would work very nicely here. So very excited however it plays out. Any further comment, Alec, on the draft before it happens tomorrow night?
Hey, the LA Sports Report commenters had a lot to say about Angel Reese, but Angel Reese gets the people going, clearly.
I guess so.
Because the comments were blowing up on that video. I think Matt, you had a little insider info, right? That the Mystics might be looking at Angel at 6.
Yeah. I can't say if I got sources or not, at least not pre-draft, but I mean, Angel Reese is from DC, or I think Maryland specifically, but like the DMV area. So I think as similar to what you guys saw with the increased comments and stuff when you talk about Angel, maybe if especially you're in that area where she grew up and you draft Angel, But even that, like the conversation being about more of the conversation rather than the basketball, like I think she would be a great fit there too, right? Like, and because Elena Deladon's taking at least a year off. I personally am a Mystics fan, so like that's who I've been following since really 2019. So I think Elena Deladon, sort of being in the late stages of her career, she's taking a year off to hopefully try to get her like back issues right this year. So I think filling that spot with someone like Angel Reese, who, she's obviously a big, but she can play with the ball in her hands, and like she's pretty good at that. So I think that could be a team where she could potentially, like use all of her skills.
Yeah, I put a hand up. I'm gonna flash this real quick. Listen, y'all, be respectful, please.
That's not disrespectful.
We're talking about on the court success. Talking about how great they are. We're talking about the product of the game and how we want to succeed on the court. All the other stuff, keep that in the comments somewhere else to yourself.
Listen. But if we want to make the Patreon, I could go there.
Put that in the Gills Arena comment section.
I can put together a lineup for sure.
Oh my God! Patreon coming soon. But on the court, I do appreciate all of the assessment there, and but we'll see how things play. Excited for the draft, and as I said before, for our LA squads, I think it works out in whatever direction that they choose to go. So very, very excited for that. And again, looking forward to the comments. The folks that I'd like to say about our last episode with that as well. So any other comments you guys have? You guys can give a breakdown, but anything else that you want to talk about?
I'm just proud of Alec for not asking you to scroll down to where Nika Mule is.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's bad. That's bad.
She should be in this draft.
She should have
is this
elevated
only
her draft
10?
stock a
Okay.
little bit with that attorney.
I've
run.
seen her go like late first, early second in mocks.
Okay.
So she should be around.
Yeah. I'll be cheering when she gets drafted for sure.
Yeah, so great stuff there. Let's go ahead and move on. What else is there of note to talk about? Oh, so that's really it. Sports-wise, in regards to the serious stuff. The last thing, I guess, we kind of talked about before. Matt, did you see our Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole NBA comps the other day?
Oh yes,
I did.
He didn't take too kindly to the Cole comp.
And you thought on my J. Cole comp?
That was, who did you put there? Was that
Tatum, and then the Celtics.
Oh, that was Tatum. Right. I mean, I just remember I was so focused on the Drake LeBron comp. That's
true. Yeah, you were.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like the Cole. Like, it's decent. Like Tatum, if you think about him in the landscape of today's NBA, like he's there. He's in the commercial, but he's not the MVP.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think we get a Kendrick response anytime soon? Real beef?
Maybe in a few months, and it's going to be really good.
Months, dang.
The way Kendrick
he doesn't seem like the type to just put stuff out. I mean, I say that, and maybe he did 2 seconds ago, but
true. Got to monitor the TL for sure.
Yeah.
Alec, you team Drake, but are you ready for a Kendrick response?
Listen, I want a Kendrick response so badly, dude. Like I've said it for a while. You might forget, but like Kendrick is my favorite rapper, just like pure rapper.
You don't have to like that, but you go ahead.
Like I love every Kendrick album. Like I'm not as high on.
Yeah, we all do. We all do.
This is what I'm saying. Like I love Kendrick. Like Good Kid, Bad City, one of my favorite albums ever. So like you can try to pin me on his side, but like I would love to hear Kendrick go in because I like that verse. Like I liked what started this off. I'm mad that Cole bowed out the way he did. Like I get he was being the mature dude, but I wanted to hear him rap with the other two as well because he kind of started this with the big 3 line on first person shooters. So I want them all to rap and I want them all to be hard. So yeah.
Hey, yo.
Come on.
That's crazy.
Come on. You know what I mean. God damn it.
Hey, yo. Oh,
I knew what type of time G was gonna be on, man. I knew it.
Oh my God. Pause, man. My Lord.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think Kendrick will have a response. Great.
That's great.
I do.
Relax.
Kendrick will have a good response. Within 2 months, I believe. I don't think if he really is going to go into battle, or how you want to describe it, with Drake, seeing how fast Drake responded, and he's kind of been posting, dropped the track, and saying all kind of stuff. No,
you go make me drop the women's hooper list like, right now.
Oh my God.
Oh God, we need a Patreon so bad. Yeah, I think that I think we'll get a response sooner than later. I do think he will respond nicely. So yeah, very very excited for y'all. Love good rap beef and all that, and we'll stay tuned for it as it plays out. That was just the one thing I wanted to address real quick, and glad I got y'all's take on that. So good stuff there. Anything else of note y'all want to get to right now?
Is there anything else of note?
I think that really is it.
I mean, a war is about to pop off, right, Matt?
Oh, we back to the old days of the pod.
It's too early for me to have fully formed takes on that one. That's going off like right now.
Yeah. So there's plenty of things going on right now.
Lots going on.
Yeah. All right, so we'll leave it at that. It's our usual time of an hour, but it seems like it's a quick stream, which is not how easy we bounce between stuff. But we'll go ahead and go on from there. to address all the serious things we need to address. Well, we'll end with our connections and our trivia and all of that for each show. And excited to see how this plays out with Matt helping us out this time around. So as I load these up, first things first, I'll just have this ready to go because it's already here loaded for us. The hoop grid of the day, we have the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Bulls up top. And then we have we have Carmelo, Blake Griffin, and Derrick Rose as the other line on the side. And then for our connections, which I'll load now, we'll do first. So Matt, you know how connections work, right?
Not really.
Okay, so you see how we get this grid. So Russell Westbrook, Walter Davis, I don't know who that is, TJ Warren, Gordon Hayward, Jordan Clarkson, Kevin Love, Julius Randle, Roy Hibbert, Vince Carter, Billups,
okay, I think I'm getting it.
Nash, Bill Walton, Jerry West, Devin Booker, and Jaime Jaquez. There's groups of four for the in here. You need to find what the pairing is. So fun thing we've been trying to put together. It's been difficult. I don't think we've ever gotten a full list. Have we, Alec?
I think we have, but it's been a minute.
Okay.
What you say, Matt?
Which one of these guys hasn't been unlocked yet? Well, who's top in the middle? Is that what's his name?
Walter Davis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never. Have you guys heard of him?
No.
Also, there are hints. So you can get a big hint. It'll show you what the category is, or it's a small hint and it'll just show you two guys that are in the category, but won't show you what the category is. So you just have to figure out where to go from there. So the categories that we've seen are random. They both played in the 2004 dunk contest or some shit.
This is low-key turned into the hardest one for us.
Yeah, this is difficult. So wherever you find a similarity, call it out, and we will go from there. So we can get started, and wherever you guys can see, let me know.
There's 4 UCLA players, so I think that's one.
That'd be Jaime,
Russ, Kevin Love, Walton, and Jaime.
Bill.
Listen, I think we can't. Gordon Hayward's on a good one, Alec.
There you go. Got one.
People where we don't know their whereabouts on January 6th. Yes, Gordon Hayward.
I was gonna say the Lord carry him now tier, but
Walter Davis. We don't know. I mean, I don't even know what he looks like.
He might be deceased, so Lord carry him now. Good let's see. We got 2 guys in polos here.
Coach. Jerry West coached.
Did anyone else besides Roy Hibbert forget how to rebound?
Good question. I don't think so here.
But Walter Davis, maybe? Is that where Walter is?
We can try it.
Yeah.
All right.
One away. So
one away.
Huh.
It would help if we knew who Walter Davis was.
Yeah, that's not helping. We can get that out the way as well. No, not Jordan Clarkson, but
I see Kentucky guys
Jordan
too?
Clarkson, Hibbert, Randall, Rondo play on the same Laker team.
Maybe
you could. Not Rondo. Rondo didn't play with.
No,
Randall,
with Hibbert,
and
probably.
Clarkson and Hibbert.
All right.
I mean, Kentucky. We had.
I do see Kentucky guys. Randall too, right?
Say that again.
Oh yeah, Randall,
Walter
Davis,
Book, and maybe Walter Davis. Did TJ Warren play there?
Kentucky? I don't think so.
Where did he play?
I feel like Warren was he UNC?
I don't know. You could
I don't know. Or no, like maybe I don't know.
No, not
one. It's not one away. Carter.
I think this is the one away because we tried this with Walter. I don't think Walter's in. Maybe Rondo, like a point guard thing, like assist, something like that. Nope. Okay. He didn't say one away either. So
okay, maybe Walter's in this.
Yeah, he might be.
So maybe it's like this. All right, I'm gonna leave it. But let's not sit too long. We'll go ahead and try a hint at this point.
All right.
Matt, your call. Big hint, small hint, and
Let's
then you can
do the small one. Yeah,
small hint for gold.
yeah, gold, sure.
All right, Walter Davis and Vince Carter. That doesn't really help us at all. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe it's a UNC thing. Maybe they go UNC. Maybe Walter went to UNC. Vince went to UNC. TJ Warren went to UNC, and then
I feel like maybe he was NC State. Maybe
man.
I just have no idea.
Basketball in Carolina, that could count. These
True.
categories are random, so it's possible.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like stat categories where some of these guys might work.
Yeah.
Anybody else have like high scoring games? Like Book had the 70.
Randall maybe, but
Randall had 50. I think
Vince
Jordan Clarkson had 50 one time.
Maybe
true. That could actually be it.
Maybe like Billups and Randall and Book.
I don't know if Chauncey would have got 50.
Is that what you said?
Who else? Michael
Did
Jordan.
Bubble Warren get 50?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nope.
Our hint was what? No Face and Vince Carter?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do the same category, do a big hint.
Yeah.
2024 Basketball Hall of Fame class.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, is that Carter?
Man.
Billups.
Chauncey.
It would have to be Chauncey. And then Steve.
Was Nash in it?
Maybe. I think it was Rondo, actually.
Was it?
Rondo was in?
Or no, he played way too. I think he played too long. It might be Steve.
One away.
Rondo?
So it's Walter, Vince, and then
Chauncey just got in. I think it might be Rondo, though.
Sure, you can try Rondo instead of who?
Or no,
instead of Nash?
wasn't he on the 2020 Lakers, though?
Yeah, Rondo just played.
Yeah,
it probably wouldn't be long enough, right?
Yeah.
Who did we just guess?
Did Jerry West go in as like an executive, maybe?
Oh, I think he did go in again in a different capacity.
Good call.
Yeah.
There we go.
Because he's got in like several times at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Two more. TJ Warren, Gordon Hayward, Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, Roy Hibbert, Rondo, Nash, and Booker. Oh, oops. Oh, okay.
I got nothing with this one.
Utah. Was he in Utah at some point?
I don't think.
Maybe. I don't think any of these other guys were, though.
Hayward never played on Utah?
Phoenix, like Book, Nash, Warren.
Book,
anyone else?
Nash, Warren.
I don't know if anyone else is on Phoenix.
Did Rondo ever play for
I don't think so.
Played everywhere?
I don't think so.
Hibbert might have played for the Suns, didn't he, at some point? Oh no, he finished with Lakers, didn't he?
I don't remember who he finished.
He should have.
That's right. Basically, he finished with the Lakers.
He was finished with the Lakers.
And Rondo, Hayward, Clarkson, Randall. I don't know what that group would be.
Yeah.
If that is the case.
Is there maybe like a 3-point one? Like
Nash.
Like there's not enough shooters. So yeah, I was thinking like Nash, Book, maybe Clarkson. Like Rondo's not a good.
It's really a weird one because wasn't Randall in the 3-point contest one time?
Oh, 3-point contest.
Oh,
guys. Clarkson maybe.
I could have. Gordon might have gotten one.
Do that for. Try that for. Nah.
Nope. All right. Another hint. That's two left. Alec, you call it.
Killing it.
Do small. It doesn't matter which one.
What? Oh, okay. So the small hint is Rondo and Nash, which we kind of figured.
Do a big hint for the same category.
Drafted by the Suns.
Drafted by the Suns.
Okay, so that's that, and I think that's TJ, correct?
Oh, Rondo was drafted by the Suns before he was traded to the Celtics. Yeah.
Ooh, was Nash though? Because Nash came from Dallas.
Well, I mean, that was the small hint, so.
That's true.
Yes, try it. But I know Rondo was technically drafted by the Suns.
Randall came straight from the Lakers.
Yeah.
Clarkson was straight from the Lakers.
Yeah.
Hayward was the Utah.
Yeah.
And then Hibbert was
I don't know, but he played for Indiana.
So I think this
I'm
is
pretty
it.
sure he was drafted.
That's probably it.
Yeah. Can we guess the category for these final four? Hayward, Clarkson, Randall, Hibbert. Any guess on what the category is?
I mean, two of them broke their leg in the first game of the season. Randall and
Glass bones is that the category?
Kentucky. It's not a college thing.
All-Star Weekend participants in 2014. Like,
yeah, probably.
It's probably obscure. It's probably obscure.
All right, it is. Okay.
That's a good Wouldn't have thought of that, but that's a good one.
Yeah, respect. So good stuff there.
I wasn't gonna think of that.
Yeah,
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, caught us on that one. The fun stuff there. Going
That's
on from there. What's this? All right, I'm just gonna go back. Yep, so I call game. Get this loaded. Loading. Here we go. 3. Load. Okay. I don't know what to do with this, but here we go. Here's the first picture.
Probably a finals game.
Sure, but I guess the Heat maybe then.
Are they really
all light in the background?
There's more pictures, right?
Yeah, it'll load more as you go along.
After, yeah. This looks like probably Spurs.
I think.
Is this in Miami or is this?
I think this might be
that could be a whiteout. Yeah.
Yeah, the whiteout. Yeah. So Heat, Spurs.
Damn, G, they really want you in the gym. 3 different Planet Fitness.
Yeah, they never stop. There. The year. What were those years? That was like 2020.
Like 2013.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, somewhere in there.
13's against OKC.
Oh yeah.
I believe.
No, I think that's right. So it might be.
This might be the last one where with the shot that the.
I think that was 14.
Like 14 maybe.
14 or 15.
Yeah, 2014. Let's try that. 2014.
Nope.
Ooh.
So it's before that, 2013.
Maybe.
It can't be that far off.
Yeah. Because like they played Dallas and then yeah, you're right.
June 6, 2013. All right. So this is the finals. Coaches, Spoelstra.
Yeah, it's the easiest one.
Yeah.
And
Pop.
They're probably the longest tenured coaches at this point.
Yep. Players, that's gonna be fun. All right. The Heat. That's Mike Miller down there.
Yep.
You gotta name him first.
I zoomed in here first. Bosh.
Joel Anthony.
Did he play in the game now?
Oh, true. I always forget that.
He did. He did play.
My guy.
Ray Allen.
We're just gonna skip Bron. I see how it is.
Yeah. No, let's do this whole one without naming him.
Last LeBron.
Oh, come on.
Is Haslam? Did he play?
99 point. We could have been one of that like 0.4%.
Hey, this was back when Haslam used to touch the floor, man.
Yeah,
oh, man. What a time.
Is
the
Birdman
dollar
on this
was
team?
worth more. Like
Chris Anderson, is he on this team?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Oh man, yeah.
Okay. Chris Anderson.
Get a Norris Cole sighting.
Yeah, maybe a Chalmers.
Norris Cole. Chalmers, you said. That's 10. One more.
Oh, Josh McRoberts.
Oh, he might have still been
on
there.
this one. He might have not been, but
nope.
Yeah, it might. I think he spent some time in Indiana, as all white ballers do.
That's a good guess, though.
Oh, is that Battier right there?
Probably.
Oh yeah.
Dang. Oh wait, we said 2013.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. 11.
There it is.
All right, Spurs.
Ginobili, Parker, Duncan.
Ginobili. Tony Parker.
Tony Parker.
Tony.
Kenny.
Yeah, Lance, we got that. Appreciate that.
And it was wrong because it was 2013. All right.
Boris. Yeah,
Boris.
I
I think Tiago's on this team splitter.
Yeah, Tiago should be there. Who was the Italian shooter they had? Bellinelli.
Marco.
And then
Patty Mills.
Who went to the Raptors after?
Oh, I tried Patty. It didn't work.
Try Patty. Wait, you put it in?
Patty, yeah.
Oh, what?
Who's the dude that wore 6 on the Raptors? I don't know why I'm forgetting him.
Who was on the Raptors?
The guy that wore Corey Joseph. That's who.
Oh, Corey Joe. Yeah, maybe. Damn, he's been in the league 12 years. Jesus Christ.
Kawhi, Danny Green, Tiago, Tony Parker.
What's his name isn't on this team, right? Like a Baines or like a.
Oh, rookie Baines could have been.
Aaron Baines.
What years did he play?
Yeah, he may have not played even if he. Oh no, 2012 he might be.
He didn't play.
Probably didn't play.
2 more for a perfect. I believe we forgot perfect.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because we only named.
Who are we missing that like should have played the floor? Like if we look at the positions of the guys we got, are we like missing a point guard?
Well, I thought, we
said Mills, but like Mills wasn't there. Corey Joe was there.
I feel like we're missing big men, maybe.
Yeah, I was saying like we only have 2 bigs. DeJuan Blair.
No ACL, man.
It's a good guess.
I hope we had this.
Is someone like in the later stages of the career, like Steven Jackson?
Oh,
he
was a Spur. I don't know if it was them.
Yeah, it was 2013. Who?
Tracy McGrady, a Spur at the end.
Yeah. Oh, 2012.
He might have not played. Sadly, he might have been pitching by then.
Yeah. Right. I remember that too.
Damn. I feel like we'll know them too.
Yeah.
2013 Spurs. Who was that guy? I don't know if he would have like played, but like that's what I said. He's in the picture. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if he would have played, but that dude like Jonathan Simmons, like that was on the Spurs.
Oh, he was. I believed in him.
He got from the G League that came up, and then
he might have been a Jonathan.
with the H, J-O-H.
Yeah. Or like T-O-N.
Jonathan. Jonathan.
Oh, 2015. 2015. Wow. It was later.
I did not expect to be right about that.
Who else on that Spurs team? Is there another foreign player we're missing? You know they love the foreign players.
Oh man. They sneak Arvydas Sabonis on this team.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm struggling too.
Jamal Tinsley? Like I don't know.
No. He had been retired.
He's like 47 when this came out.
You see who's that on the end of the bench? Can you see that guy?
Over here?
Yeah.
As far as I can zoom.
Looks like he should have been active.
Right. Yeah, that's the best we're going to get. Oh, well.
All right. We'll call it.
His names are going to kill me.
Matt Bonner.
Matt Bonner.
I forgot the name of the guy.
No. I think that's Gary Neal in the picture at the end, too.
Oh, man.
Matt Bonner.
Not Matt Bonner.
That's crazy.
God.
Wow.
I ruined it.
Well,
we were close.
Top scorer in this game, was that Braun? Didn't he have like 10 straight or something at the end of the game?
What game was this? Did we?
Yeah, could we tell?
The game was shot that year.
Oh, this is the shot game. Okay.
The Ray Allen shot.
Oh,
yeah.
Didn't Braun have a whole bunch in that game to end it before the shot?
Probably.
No. All right.
Matt Bonner?
No.
Hey.
Not a chance.
Not Brian.
Wait, are we sure this is the game they won? Like, did we figure out what game it was? Scroll back in the pictures because it might say on the little ticker.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it's not. This is game 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did Miami win that?
Like D Wade, maybe.
He would be the other Miami guess. I'm just trying to think.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, dude.
What's the score look like?
Close game.
Close.
Wow, 70s in the fourth quarter. Who would have thought?
All right. What time?
I think D Wade's the safe guess. The only other one I would say is like a Kawhi or a Tony or something.
Do they limit our guesses here?
Yeah, you only get 2, I think.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going with Kawhi.
I think that's a decent guess.
It was Tony
Parker. Wow. Yeah. Well, so be it.
Float game crucial.
I guess so. But, decent score for us today. Fun stuff there. Definitely fun filling that out. Lastly, our favorite one, the real connections.
The connections.
Yeah. We'll see how Matt does with this.
Oh, this is what I'm supposed to think like a white man.
Yeah.
So here is our words of the day.
Got the secret weapon.
Got nothing.
Wedding spirit drill.
Oh God, they limit the mistakes.
American.
Yep.
Sundry. How do you say that? Sundry.
Where?
Sundry.
Routine. Yank. United. Exercise. Cheer. Practice and rip. All right. So we have 4 guesses. Any thoughts?
What is Friar? Can we define that?
It's like a religious.
Yeah.
It's the Providence College mascot. That's really all I got.
Oh, okay.
Religious. He kind of looks like a monk. That's all I remember from him.
Prior spirit. Practice. Like a religious practice.
Oh, okay. No.
Practice could also go with like what's it called? Like routine and like
Oh, true. Practice, exercise, routine. Drill.
That would make sense.
Look at all the other words. That would make sense. Let's do it.
Bang.
Yup.
There you go. All right. Going on from there. United States, American frontier, and
That's what usually happens. Like we connect like 3 of them, and we're like,
I'm lost the last one. So spirit, pride. No, not spirit. Pride makes sense. But that's my guess. That's all I got.
What else would wrench go with? Because like monkey wrench is a type of wrench, but like
right. But then what are the other 2?
Yeah, right. Like yank,
yank, tear,
rip. I feel like because you guys have played this more, do they sometimes do 2 words like monkey wrench that are in opposite like in not the same category?
Not typically opposite.
Okay.
Not typically opposite, no.
Tear, yank, rip.
Damn, what would be the 4th with that?
Wrench is my guess.
I was gonna say, well, actually, no, that would.
What are you thinking, Matt?
That makes sense. But I was gonna say, like, like monkeying around or whatever, like the phrase.
Okay. But then what?
Careful.
Hey.
So I was like, do you know this one? Is this just a To America's thing? Or is this still a carefree phrase?
Oh, I'm sure it has racist connotation if you go back.
Definitely. Don't ask me what I called sprinkles back in the day.
Am I trying this for one of our guesses?
Tear, yank. We can try it because we have 4 guesses.
Got it.
Oh.
All right. So we got 4 guesses, and we got 2 categories to go. So again, I think American, United, Frontier, and then my guess would be Spirit.
Airlines. Yeah.
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 So that would be it. So there we go. Bang.
Money. Okay, so what's the category? What's the category for this one?
What is it? Sun-dry? Sundry? How you say this?
Sundry. Or maybe it's sun-dry, like the process to a tomato.
It's probably sundry.
Any guess on the category though?
I got
nothing. Like it seems like it. You said Friar is kind of religious, so it seems like it's religious.
But then what?
Like church something? What's monkey though?
Yeah.
Beginning. Wait, what?
Beginning with day.
What?
Beginning with day abbreviations.
Oh.
Friday,
Sun.
Monday,
Oh.
Sunday.
Oh.
When that's done.
I was like, what the hell is Monkey Day? What I'm missing?
Oh my god!
You didn't have that?
Oh god!
Unfortunately, not. No. Okay.
All right. Well,
hey, we went 4 for 4 though.
Yeah, we went quick. Crossover grids.
You're throwing a grid, yeah.
Yeah, they've got their own versions of stuff now, so we went quick, so we can do one more. They have connections for their stuff also, so we can do connections. Okay. They don't have pictures though, so they aren't as leveled up as the other ones. Okay. So here's what it is. We have 5 guesses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guesses. Okay. And we have hints for this also for the 4 categories. So here's our group. Get the ad out the way, please.
Kenny Smith. What can he possibly be a part of?
Tracy McGrady.
I like stream ads on this.
Somehow I like the pictures more.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, you go. Okay.
Kenny TNT picture.
Kenny came again. But yeah, here we go. Tracy McGrady, Willie Hernan Gomez, Kenny Smith.
What jersey is Brandon Boy in? I only knew him on the Blazers. I didn't know Brandon Boy.
Timberwolves, probably. I think.
Oh yeah, he was with them for a little bit.
Okay.
Taco Fall. Who's this?
Tiago. That's Tiago. That's my man.
Tiago.
Yeah, who's this?
Spencer Haas.
Mr. Haas. All right. So yeah, any guesses?
Well,
nothing.
Players disrespected by the Celtics. I say it's on this. Taco Fall, Malcolm Brogdon. Juancho. I know he hated his.
We got both Hernan Gomez's in this.
Yeah, wait. Could them and Tiago be like Spaniards?
Yes. Is there
Do we have another Spaniard?
Oh, isn't Embiid technically Spain or something like that? Who was someone's?
Was it France though?
Who else? Who else could potentially be Spain?
Know.
I think Embiid would be the only one that would work here as far as it.
Yeah.
We got 5 guesses this time, so we can try it. You want to try it?
Yeah, try it.
Not correct.
What else would these Hernan Gomez's be?
Hernan Gomez, Ant Edwards, I think Embiid, and Taco.
For what?
For what?
They were in that Hustle movie with Adam Sandler, right?
Oh yeah. It's the other Hernan Gomez though. He's the main character.
Good spot, Alec.
Yeah.
Do
you think they all look alike?
He was on my team when they filmed that, and I still didn't see it. So.
And B was in there too, wasn't he? Or no? Or aren't you paying?
There was a lot of guys in it.
Yeah.
You remember Taco
I
in
didn't
it?
see it, but
maybe not. I kind of just guessed on that. I thought he was.
Oh, I believe you.
I know. I believed you too. I didn't.
Sure, we need tall guy. Casting call, 7'7".
Ant was the villain. Hernan Gomez was the main character.
Could Kenny have been like a bit part in it, like one of his haters as he was coming up?
Did you watch it too, G?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, okay. I did, but I don't remember the specific. I remember Brad Stevens was in it too at the end.
Oh, great.
I feel like they wouldn't have used these other guys though. Some of these guys are kind of older. I don't remember Buddy Hield.
They have hints, so we can try a hint. Okay. Pick a color. Matt, go ahead. Pick a color and a hint.
Gotta pick green.
Yeah, I knew it.
Big hint, small hint.
Let's do small hint.
Category 4, small hint.
Where does it show it?
And 2 items in the same category are Embiid and Malcolm Brogdon.
Are they in the same
rookie of the year?
Class? Oh.
Did Embiid win that though?
I don't know. Because he got hurt his first year, didn't he?
I know Because I
Yeah,
know Malcolm.
wait,
yeah, I think that was the same draft class.
Same draft class, maybe. Yeah. What year would that have been? It was like 2015.
Somewhere right around there. Yeah.
I feel like he was like at Kansas, like my high school senior year.
I think that feels right.
So who else would be in that draft class?
Buddy, maybe.
Has he been around that long, Buddy?
Yeah.
And
the older Hernan Gomez. I don't know.
Who else would fit there? Yeah, it has to be one of them.
Or like, what about Haas?
He's old.
I feel like he was around a while.
Yeah.
Well, that's what, like 9 years? But yeah, he probably was before.
Yeah, I feel like he was old. Like,
I'm trying.
Tiago was around before too. Lowry was around before too.
Am I trying this?
You can try it.
3 of a kind, one away. So I think Buddy is right. I picked the wrong brother.
Gomez, maybe.
We only got what, 3 guesses left?
Oh, we get limited guesses in this one. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. You want to do big hint for that same category?
Well, we're 1 away already with the 1, 2, and I think Buddy's the 3rd, but yeah.
Yeah, but if we get it wrong, then we got like 2 guesses left.
The big hint. All rookie team 2016, 2017.
Okay.
I think the older Hernan Gomez was like getting rebounds for the Knicks back when they sucked, and he could have made his way on there.
Okay, so you think Willie is in it?
Maybe. I mean, he's the only one that feels like he's in that era of players.
I agree.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's down there. All right, so here we have a left. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Alec, pick a color and a hint.
Got to go purple, right?
Purple, big hint. University of Washington. Okay.
Markel.
Where is he at?
IT and Markel are in the corner. Who else?
Did Kenny?
No, UNC, right?
UNC.
Oh yeah.
Did Terrence Mann go to Washington?
No, right?
No. He went to Evanston.
Lowry's Villanova.
Spencer Hawes, maybe.
Where did T-Mac go?
Didn't go. He was high school.
He was okay.
Yeah.
Taco
went to UCF or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe Hawes. Brandon Roy was he Washington?
Maybe he did.
Brandon Roy, that might make sense.
Yeah, let's try it.
Bang. Yeah. All right, got that. I'll pick red. Big hit. Hustle. Siak.
It was Hustle. Yeah.
All right, so Kenny Smith, maybe that.
We know Ant. Taco would make sense. I could see
maybe it was Taco.
Like, oh man,
I'm just trying to remember the team that he played against, or like that he played for too.
I think it was Taco though.
Clippers might have been in it. Like Man might have been in it or somehow.
I saw a clip with
You can try it. We have 3 guesses left.
Okay, so maybe not Taco, and it is Terrence. No, all right. We got one guess.
3 of a kind, so it's.
Oh wait, yeah, it is still 3 of a kind.
It's either Lowry or Tiago or T-Mac. I feel like it had to be a more current player. Maybe Lowry. Let go Lowry.
If it is Lowry.
Oh, we only got 1 guess left too, huh?
Yeah. What would this group be? That's a nasty group, to be honest with you. I don't know what that group would be.
Name starts with T.
Taco, Tiago, Terrence, Tracy.
We'll go with that. All right, I'm pressing it. Hey, all right. So that did work.
Yeah,
it was Lowry.
4 guys that his name started with.
If it is, that would be hilarious.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Can I see the name start with T?
Yeah, you got it.
So we will and actually, let me just show y'all. So crossover grids, it doesn't look as clean as Hoop Grids does, but they have more games now. They have more games though.
Okay.
Trivia and connections and grids and AI. I don't know what AI is, but
love having a StreamYard.
all of that
broadcasted through StreamYard.
Oh my God.
But all of that. Y'all want to do any baseball stuff? Or are we good?
You can do a baseball one.
Yeah, I can do a baseball one.
Yeah.
Trivia, grid, connections.
What do you think,
I mean,
Matt?
it's only because how much baseball do you know? Have you been really grinding MVP 05?
I have been. I have been.
You have been? Okay.
Hey, that's my source material.
Old names, but the new names I'd be stuck, which is.
I feel like we could do.
What do you think, Matt?
Do grids, maybe.
Grids, okay.
All right.
Oh shit! They're giving us stats.
Okay. 300 average.
Oh, and they limit the guesses.
370 on. So OBP is on base percentage. G.
Yeah, I know. Come on now.
I'm just making sure. That's not like as common for subs.
I'm casual, not that casual though. A hit is when you.
All right.
They don't have Wnba on here. Come
on. And maybe if it was war, he would have done or something. But. Let's see. I'm just trying to think if I can pick up names quickly. Why don't the White Sox have their logo?
Do a quick refresh, maybe.
Man, that's Jerry Reinsdorf. He probably didn't pay them enough.
That is what it is.
This might be a little tough for me, honestly.
Yeah, this is maybe we should go back to crossover.
Yeah, maybe.
It gives you the names. This one I'm just blank.
It was.
Or what's the other one? Immaculate Grid.
It was a good thought.
Dude, the stats with baseball are throwing me off because I'm like 300 out. Like no one even hits 300 anymore.
Yeah, it have to be older guys for the most part.
Immaculate Grid basketball is this.
Okay.
Lakers, Bucks, Nuggets.
I like the teams here.
Heat, Hawks, Bulls. 9 guesses. Let's go ahead and just do it. Let's do this.
All right.
This name always comes to mind. I can't remember what his pairing was.
LeBron.
Ronnie Turioff played for the Lakers.
I remember him on the Heat. So if you remember him on the Lakers,
Ronnie.
Yeah,
I think Ronnie actually does work here. Usually it doesn't work when you try him, but
I tried him somewhere else and it wasn't right. But
I think it actually does work for Miami. Yeah,
especially if that's someone you always.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
0.3%. I'll take it. All right, going from there.
Oh, was Jody Meeks a Hawk?
I'll let you make that call. Ooh. We always stumble with Jody. He's all name comes to mind.
Yeah,
I can't remember what team he actually played for. So that's your call to make.
I won't use it there. I'll save that guess.
If we want to put someone who got canceled for streaming on Twitch, I think Myers Leonard works for Heat for Heat Bucks.
Heat Bucks. Yes.
Oh, he was on the Bucks? I didn't remember.
Yeah. I think that was his comeback team. He got like a 10-day with them and like made a 3 and then disappeared again.
That's your guess, Matt?
I mean, I think it would work. I bet we could pick someone more fun to remember, but
do it. Myers.
We'll take it 1%. That works.
We're real low right now. I like it.
Nuggets, Heat.
I feel like there should be some good ones in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Richard Jefferson played for the Nuggets now. Nuggets.
I know what's his name was a long time Nugget. Did he ever play for the Heat?
Gallinari. Nuggets.
He played for the Heat?
I thought he worked for Nuggets Hawks, I think.
Well, a few of those guys in that.
I think Nuggets
Hawks trade,
does work, right?
In the Melo era.
Yeah, I think he'd work for Nuggets Hawks.
Or even like Birdman, Anderson, Nuggets Heat.
Oh yeah, he would work there.
Yeah, Birdman works there. But yeah, Nuggets Hawks. I think Gallinari does work. G, like Matt was saying.
Nuggets Hawks.
Yeah.
Bang. What does it say? 10%. I'll take it.
Yeah.
And then we put Birdman here.
Is that Birdman? You can do
Yeah,
Birdman.
he should work.
Chris Anderson.
Dang.
Hi. Ooh.
Whatever. We're trying to fill the board. I mean,
Yeah.
scores is what it is. 5 more to go. Bucks, Hawks, Crowder.
I was gonna say Crowder. I always think of, but was he a Hawk though? Because I think that's Damari Carroll.
Actually, I don't think so.
I think it's Damari Carroll that we think.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Jeff Teague was there.
Teague, yes, Teague works.
Yeah.
He rode the bench for the Bucks.
Yep.
He tells too many good stories. People are
Yeah.
Lakers, Hawks. I feel like there's a few there.
Was Montrez on the Hawks?
He was on the Clippers. He was on the Lakers. He was on. I don't know if he was on the Hawks.
On the Sixers.
He's on Philly.
Schroeder, of course. That might be kind of high.
Lakers, Bulls. You had a couple of guys.
Kent Bazemore.
Bazemore's a good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Yep. Did KCP ever play for the Bulls before he really popped off?
I don't think so.
No.
He went Pistons, Lakers.
Oh, okay.
Nuggets. Oh, Wizards too. But yeah. Bucks. Bulls.
Bucks and Bulls.
Heinrich was never on the Bucks, was he?
I don't think so.
No, he was. He
was?
He was on the Bucks?
I'm pretty sure he was.
Kurt?
You want to use your guess on this one?
I don't know. We haven't missed one yet.
We don't have to do it. We don't have to.
We don't have to, but I feel pretty decent about it.
You do? Okay.
All right. Well, for this, we got Lonzo and Caruso.
Right.
Like that. Tyson Chandler, right? He played with the Lakers a little while, didn't he?
Yeah. What's the dude that
Drummond was over there?
Yeah.
Is there a dude that played with Jordan that also played on the Lakers too? Obviously Rodman, but is there a big man?
Horace.
Yeah, like Horace Grant or something like that.
Bill Cartwright.
No, not Cartwright. I think Horace Grant though.
Bang. Yep. With the glasses. Yep.
Yeah. Shout out my goggles brethren.
Respects.
Nuggets, Bulls.
I always want to pick him, Jamario Moon, but I don't think so.
Jamari, it's just such a
He's just
strong
a
name.
favorite to pick on this.
Did Shump play for the Nuggets?
Cavs, Knicks. I don't remember him on the Nuggets.
He
JR did, obviously.
Yeah. All right. So not Shump.
What about I don't know if he played on the Nuggets though, like a John Salmons.
Salmons is a good name.
Man, did he play on the Bucks?
Jay Miles.
I think he might have.
Salmons, he might have played on the Bucks actually.
Did Gerald Green play for both these squads?
That's one of your favorite names.
Yeah, it is.
Gerald Green.
Yeah. Gerald Green, Jeff Green. No, I think did Andre Miller ever play for the Bulls?
I thought about that one earlier too. Not for the Bulls. I was thinking for maybe the Heat. But I don't remember. I don't think he played.
I can only picture him in Denver. I know he played other places, but
yeah. Did who was that?
Who else played with Melo?
Did DJ Augustine ever play for them? DJ Augustine bounced around everywhere, didn't he?
I mean, he bounced around, yeah.
Bobcats paid for the Magic, right?
Yeah. Would Luke Ridnour count for Bucks and Bulls?
I thought of Ridnour. I couldn't remember if he played for the Bulls though.
Yeah, I don't know if he played for the Bulls.
Played for the Bucks, the Sonics.
I'm trying to get deep right now.
Ish Smith ever played for the Bulls? I know he played for the Nuggets.
He played for the Nuggets for sure. That's a
I
good
don't think
guess.
so.
But I don't think he did. Yeah, I can't confirm that.
Yeah.
We can't confirm that. Matt, any thoughts on either of these? You've been quiet for a second now.
I know. I'm still trying to think on the Heinrich one, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. I really want to look it up, but I'm not going to.
Let's see. Bucks.
Yeah, I'm stuck right now. I'm trying to think of those old. Can't remember who was on them old Buck squads. Pretty honestly, but
yeah, Michael Red.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. That's all I got.
TJ Ford.
It's TJ Ford. Salute TJ Ford, man.
Big ass shorts.
Yeah.
Bucks.
Your son Ilyasova. I don't.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think he was on the
Bobby played for them.
Oh yeah, Bobby
Portis. Yeah, he might be a high number, but yeah, he's definitely on low.
Low key, did Mirotic play for them too?
Yes.
At different times.
I think he might have. I think I'm more sure of that one than Heinrich.
Mirotic.
Yeah.
I only remember him on the Bulls, actually.
No,
I'm pretty sure he was a Buck, like at the end.
Okay.
He was there pre-Bobby, right? Or
yeah. These cities are only 90 minutes away. He could have just drove there.
Yeah. I'll take a guess on it. We can't get a guess on it.
You guys
feel better about this than Heinrich. I mean, we would.
Yep.
Okay.
2%. We'll take it.
There we go.
All right. So, Alec, give a call for this Nuggets Bulls.
I want a good name.
Oh, did Jameer Nelson play over there?
Chicago.
He didn't? I thought he played for Chicago.
Jameer Nelson.
Unless I'm mixing him up with Augustine.
I don't remember him on the Bulls.
But one of them guards, Andre Miller, Augustine, Jameer Nelson, one of them guys crosses off here. I can't figure out which one it is. So I'll let you, Alec, I'll defer to you right now.
Trying to think of those like mellow Nuggets teams.
Wilson Chandler.
It's a good name. I don't remember if he played on the Bulls.
He didn't?
I don't remember if he did. I remember him on the Knicks.
He was a Nugget for sure.
Yeah, it was Nugget and Nick for sure.
I thought he was in the Bulls too.
I feel like that might be right.
I'm not mad at the name. I just can't picture him in the jersey.
I'm a cheat. Wilson Chandler. I'm Knicks, Nuggets, Sixers, Nets, Clippers. So
no Bulls.
No Bulls. All right. Your call. They don't have hints, do they? Nope. Nah. Who cares? Has hints sometimes.
Bulls, Nuggets, shit. Bulls just had so many bad teams.
Did Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf ever play in Chicago? Or am I just mixing him up with Craig Hodges? Like Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf?
Oh, yeah. I don't remember if he played in Chicago.
What did I just say? I forgot what I just said. Oh, well, never mind. Jamal Crawford. Did he play in Denver?
Did he play for either team?
He had drafted
by Chicago.
He played Chicago? Okay.
Yeah, when he was young.
Oh, okay. Okay, when he was young.
He didn't have no short stint in Denver.
It's possible.
I can see him in every jersey. So
yeah.
Legit.
He's one of them players. So
I'm just thinking of like random Denver names, like Costa Kufis. But I don't think he played it in Chicago though.
No, he ain't played Chicago. That's a good name though.
That was a king, right, G?
Yeah, yeah.
This one's killing me.
Yeah, I'm like, there's definitely names we know, right?
I'm gonna cheat again. I want these guards because it's bugging me.
Looking up DJ.
Looking up
I'll
Jameer
let y'all
Nelson.
pick DJ Augustine, Jameer Nelson, or Andre Miller.
That you're gonna look up?
Yeah.
Of those, I would guess DJ first.
DJ. I'm only looking up one. DJ Augustine.
Damn, I'm thinking of like the Ben Gordons. He didn't play on Denver.
Charlotte. This is the order of his career. Charlotte, Indiana, Toronto, Chicago, Detroit, Oklahoma City,
Never Denver.
Orlando, Denver, Milwaukee, Houston, Lakers. Done.
Who was that, DJ?
Yeah.
Oh, you could put DJ then.
There you go.
I didn't realize he went to that many teams.
I didn't realize he played for that many teams either.
Played everywhere. And I knew I'd see him in over here at some point. So we'll take it. There we go. Nice rating score, 87.
On that one for a while.
Yeah. Should have pulled the trigger on you, but this is what it is. We'll call it night. Definitely a lot of fun stuff for you guys here. Appreciate everybody that's staying around. And for new viewers, appreciate all the love. Make sure you guys are subscribed to LA Sports Report. A lot of great stuff coming to you guys each week on the channel there. Live streams coming to you guys each week when we can, and clips will be flooded to you guys there throughout the weeks following. So, excited to continue to follow things as things play out across the city. Excited for the playoffs on the NBA side. Excited for the draft on the WNBA side. Excited for the draft on the NFL side, which we're probably going to get back into in the near future as well. Baseball's coming up, and we can talk about that if you want to, but we already gone for 2 hours, so I'll see that for that episode if you guys want. A lot of good stuff going on all around the land. Appreciate everybody for tapping in as you guys do, and excited to keep this thing rolling. And we'll see you guys again later this week. Alec, any final words from you?
Nah, man.
All right, we'll get out of here. Matt, any last word from you? Appreciate you joining us as always. Any send off from you as well?
No, just thanks for having me on.
Yeah, always a great time. Love getting your insight about the other side of the other
rivalry.
What's going on there? The rivalry, yes. Thank you for that. And we'll definitely continue on with our group chat conversations as always.
The Celtics will be under surveillance for sure.
Yeah, under surveillance. Out your surveillance as well. A couple comments.
God damn.
Surveillance.
I thought I avoided. That's why I was like, I'm not going to say anything else.
Yeah, no, we got you a couple times. So you're under surveillance right now. And all in all, a great show. Patreon coming soon. We'll see about that.
Absolutely.
It's what can be on the way.
My list is ready.
Yeah. Good stuff there. And that's it. Like I said, see y'all again later on this week. Probably midweek will be the goal after the playing games take place. We'll try to get episode in for you guys. For sure next week as well, as always. And good stuff will be on the way. So appreciate y'all. Subscribe to the show. Thanks for tuning in. And we out here, man. Peace.
Deuces.